This the best fitness podcast out.
Stamp it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Less Brunches, More Crunches podcast. Thankful to have another episode. It's your boy CMartyFit. And it's Friday night, man. I'm feeling good, man. So listen, before we get to the episode, I got one announcement. No, I got a couple announcements, actually. If you cool with that belly, turn the podcast off. If you want to smoke weed and work out at the same time, turn the podcast off. If you want to get better and self-improve, this is the podcast for you. So, with all that being said, let's get into this episode, man. I got two guests with me. Shout out to my guy Toon, aka Sweat for the motherfucking check. How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing well, man. God is good. I appreciate you once more for inviting me back to the podcast. Last time was a blast. We ready to turn up once more. So thank you for that. And if you guys want to follow me, the name on IG is Sweat for the check, spelled just how it sounds. And on YouTube, you can find me at Sweat Check, one word. Appreciate you, C Marty, my guy.
Absolutely. And my other guest, I got my guy Ray all motherfucking day. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, not much, man. Friday night, man. We in here.
Hey, man. So look, bro. We did an episode a few weeks ago. I had a great turnout, man. A lot of the fellas hit me up and they were real appreciative for it. A space where guys can talk. And a lot of the ladies watched too. And a lot of the ladies agreed with what we had to say. So I was like, I got to have my guys come back on the podcast, bro. So we had a controversial topic in the gym a couple weeks ago. Me and Ray actually talked about it for a little bit with a couple other trainers. Toon, you weren't there for this, but I got mixed answers.
Sure.
So, question of the day. Who's more out of shape? Married men or single men? Y'all let one of y'all two start, and I'll give my answer after.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and chime in first. I think it's married men, and the reason being is though, I think married men are more out of shape because they slip into this place of complacency, right? Whereas though they feel like, or I don't know, just being with their woman, they feel like they don't need to work towards anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel as if like they've made it to some degree, or they don't feel like working out is a requirement within the marriage. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion, right? I just feel like, they take their foot off the pedal and they don't want it as much as a guy who's single and who has something to prove, not only to himself, but to the women out there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just to chime in on what you're saying, I agree with you. I feel like it's definitely guys normally usually get a little bit more comfortable when they're married. Mm-hmm. Just because of the fact that you got the woman. You know what I mean? And then especially if you have kids, when you have kids, it changes things.
Good point.
It changes things because when you have kids, you have to shop for snacks and stuff like that. And they have to have snacks in the house and stuff like that. So when it comes down to that, having the wife, the kids and everything, you get a little bit more settled. It doesn't give you anything to strive for. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though when you are single, just because of the fact that I've been on both ends, I've been married. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about that too.
I've been married, and and now I'm single. So with that being said, being single, it's completely different. You know what I mean? You are on the market. So if you're on the market, just like a home, mm-hmm. If you're on the market, we paint the walls. I like we get the floors done. We take care of things, you know what I'm saying? Because we're on the market. We're trying to get sold. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get chose. Yeah. See, Marty understand we try to get chose.
So I agree with both of y'all, man. I listen, hey, married men, get y'all shit together, man. Hold up. Married men, get y'all shit together. I'm 6.5 years in training, coming up on 7. And I've seen guys that were athletes, they were in shape, in the gym working out, and when they got married, they just fell the fuck off. And I would think that, like from the outside looking in, if I wasn't a trainer, I would think married guys would be more in shape because you would think they have more structure or more of a schedule. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just saying from the outside looking in. What I've seen is married men falling the fuck off.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that we have to, as a married man, there's a lot of things that make you comfortable. You know what I mean? The kids, your wife, you know what I'm saying?
But you didn't fall off when you were married though.
I did not, you know what I'm saying? But I have a true passion for training.
That's
you
true
know what
too.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I actually love this and it brings me so much joy. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, for me, it's like no one was going to take this from me, you know?
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, you know,
and not only that, but you already had the discipline developed prior to. So once you got into the relationship, nothing changed.
Yeah, nothing changed.
The mindset still remained the same. It was just that now that you were married at that point, but nevertheless, though, you still maintain that discipline that you had prior to.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's not something that, I'm going to start working out now that I'm in the relationship. That was already who you were prior to. So
absolutely
nothing changed. You just, tied the knot.
Yeah, absolutely. I tied the knot, and normally, you know what I'm saying, if anybody, does get with me or whatever the case may be in regards to like dating or a relationship, my passion for fitness is so strong that it rubs off on them. And
by default.
Yeah, by default. Like you're not about to get with me and not work out
and not change who I am.
Yeah, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dating. You know what I'm saying? Like you about to eat this chicken breast with me, girl.
At this ground turkey.
hey, yo, go ahead, bro.
I don't care, dog. Like, listen, man. Like this is me, man. This is like who I am. So if you like me, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do. So either you gonna cook it or you gonna eat it. What's up?
It's my way or the highway type of deal.
Well, I'm not normally, I don't roll like that, but like it's like I
do too.
And no, I would love that's cool, but I'm so rigid in my shit. Like it's like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you say you like me, right?
Yeah, fall in place.
Oh, yeah.
So with these married guys, I mean, well, before I go into that, do y'all think this applies to guys in relationships in general or just married guys?
What in particular?
Them being out of shape. Men being out of shape.
Men being out of shape. Honestly, I think men being out of shape there guys that are single that are out of shape, and there are guys that are married that are out of shape. But I do, to answer your original question, I do feel like it's more married guys.
So
because go ahead.
So what I was going to ask was, do you think that is because they're comfortable, or is that part of that because of the influence of the woman that they're with as well?
Both.
I think. Well, yeah, I think Tune is right. I think it's both. But bro, when you all right, listen, this is the problem that would make married men
dad bods
out of shape, right? The fact that you don't gotta hunt anymore, you're not on the market no more. You got your wife and everything shut down. You know what I'm saying? You can't shoot your shot no more. You know what I'm saying? Like once all that goes away, it kind of takes like your edge away. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah.
Because when you single, you gotta have that edge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have it fit ready. You gotta have a cologne ready.
Get the body ready.
You gotta get the body ready. You know what I'm saying? You have to be on point. So it's like you thinking to yourself, as soon as you are single, divorced, whatever the case may be, you are ready to rock, and you studying, you researching, you figuring out how to make yourself the best self. You working on yourself, you getting therapy, all of that, so that way you could be right. You understand? So it's like, when you're single, it puts you in a different mindset.
Yeah.
When you are in a relationship, you're like, I got wifey, got the 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever the case.
That's awful, man, because when I'm in relationships, I find myself trying to like level the girl up, because I'm always in a search to get better,
right?
Whether I'm single in a relationship,
right?
And that I can't cut that off at this point in my life. I'm 30. That's just how I am. So I will cut a chick off if she ain't with that shit, but I'm going to try to level her up as well.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, man.
So the whole thing about leveling someone up, right? It's a good look, right? You know what I'm saying, to try to help somebody, but it's
not forced though.
No, of course. Yeah. I wouldn't even think that you would try to force like someone to level up. But talking to my therapist, right?
Okay.
Because I see my therapist like every other week.
I thought therapy was only for women. It's like, no, I'm playing, bro.
No. Hey, listen. Hey, Chris, you know I'm with the shits. So any misconception about therapy, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, everybody needs therapy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. Like you need therapy no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing good or not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like therapy is kind of like journaling. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to put your thoughts out there and get an unbiased opinion. He's not my friend. He's getting paid to give me an unbiased opinion. So you got to get your thoughts out there. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, if you're talking to friends, if it's me and you, I'm like, all right, you know, I know what Marty's comfort zone is. Like, I'm going to keep him in his comfort zone. I'm not going to say anything to offend him or anything like that because we cool.
Right.
No. I pay you to get me outside of my comfort zone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to make me think a little harder, to challenge me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he asked me, he was like, yo, what do you think the definition of a healthy relationship is? And I was like, man, I started naming like all of these different things, respect and, you know what I'm saying, consideration and blah, 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 like that. And then he was just like, it took a while because I couldn't figure it out. But he said the definition of a healthy relationship is two individuals that are individual of themselves, not trying to, not codependent, meaning like, you know, I need you, you need me for us to be happy, but two individuals who are trying to put each other in their best position to be successful or to be happy.
I like that.
Not like I'm trying to make you happy.
Yeah.
But like if a chick is dating CMarty, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you know what? He wakes up every morning at 3:30. Let me make sure the coffee maker's ready. Let me make sure the oatmeal is where it needs to be.
The breakfast is
right. Because if it is, you know what I'm saying, he runs smoother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you like the thought is like, I'm trying to make her happy or whatever the case may be. But it's like, you don't have to do that. All you got to do is just make sure that Marty can run at his best. And then all the other shit takes care of itself.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh shit.
That's real shit.
Oh, that's tough.
That is tough.
Nigga, when he told me that, I was like, that's super tough,
That is
dog.
tough.
So at either rate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I kind of ran off on the tangent.
Nah, you good, bro. You good, man. You good.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, man, I feel like married men especially, they will prioritize everything over their fitness and their health. They'll prioritize money, their career, the kids, the wife's wants. So even like to the point where it's like maybe something can be outsourced. Maybe cutting the grass can be outsourced. Maybe doing some certain things, but I feel like they'll prioritize everything but their fitness, right?
Which is sad.
Which is super sad. What can guys like us do who are in the fitness space? What can we do to help men, you know, really tackle their fitness and get on it? Because I feel like at a certain age, man, well, not at a certain age, but as you get older, this shit gets harder. It gets harder and harder, bro.
It gets extremely hard.
You get bro. And your mental is like, there's no way I can get in the gym. Like that shit. They scared of the first day. They scared they're gonna be sore and all that shit. So what can guys like us do to help these guys get back on track?
Honestly, I feel like we just need to keep pushing the narrative, right? So with the podcast that you got going on, as long as you keep encouraging men, not only men who are married, guys that are in relationships, single men, all of the above, we just got to keep encouraging folks to be the best version of themselves and not to get comfortable, not to get complacent, not to, fall off the ball. It's so easy to fall off the ball. It's so easy to, go with your mood or put fitness on the back burner because it's not easy. And as we get older, the body starts to slow down.
Yeah.
The body starts to slow down. And if you haven't already developed a certain level of discipline, which we all have in this room, right? Whereas though, despite how we feel, despite what factors may affect our day or whatever comes into play that may throw us off our game, regardless of how we're feeling in any given moment, we know at the end of the day, we have to work out. It's a non-negotiable. It's something that just has to be done, right? So I feel like in order to help the guys who are not on our level or not in tune with, physical fitness or that not being a priority for them, we just have to keep pushing the message out there like, hey guys, to be the best version of yourself, or to continue or want to be the best version of yourself, then you need to move your body. You need to exercise. You need to work out, get in shape. And not only does it do something for your mental, it does something for your physical. And more importantly, you can push that narrative to your partner, your kids. So it emulates more than just, the individual, right? It's something that can be trickled down to the partner, the kids, anybody else who's associated with that individual. So it's bigger than just the guy doing it for themselves. It encompasses more than just that.
I feel like that well, exactly. The foundation is fitness. So however your approach is to fitness, that's going to be your approach to the rest of your life. So, and this, of course, there's men who, they approach fitness serious and they bullshit everywhere else in their life. That's not the majority of guys who are on their game. But if you're on your game in fitness, right, you're probably disciplined at home, probably disciplined with the kids, disciplined with your wife. You have everything in order. Like you have structure in your life. And I feel like a lot of people get mixed up with that. Like that's why I kind of chilled on the fitness content. Whereas like, lifting super heavy weight because of the message I want to send, guys will see me and Ray going crazy, lifting 315, Ray lifting 405 and be like, I ain't trying to be a strong man, but they don't understand what goes behind that. They don't understand the discipline, the consistency that goes behind that.
Sure.
And that trickles down to other areas in your life. So fitness is the foundation.
No, I agree with you. So I think the way that we can help them is more so like I feel like just showing folks that it's fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I truly feel like being in the gym is fun. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, it's nothing like, lifting heavy weights and or just the camaraderie of the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like we up in there, we clanging and banging together, you know what I'm saying? And we doing our thing. Like it is nothing like it. Nothing makes you feel more manly than being in there with your boys and y'all, you don't even necessarily have to lift heavy. Yep. Whatever's heavy to you. If it's 135 on the bench, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But y'all doing it together, y'all having a good time, y'all pushing each other. Like it makes you feel manly. Then it makes you feel like a man and want to go back home to your wife and be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I was up in there lifting heavy shit. I'm home, babes. Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I mean? Like I just don't get how folks don't do it. Like, how do you go to work, clocked in, I clocked out.
Heavy lift.
Let me go back to my wife. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, how do you work for the man, but don't put in that same work for yourself?
Yeah, because it makes you feel alive to almost die. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my shit.
And I feel like men, we need healthy outlets to let out that aggression. Because sometimes, man, work be stressing us out, family be stressing us out. We gotta let that shit out, bro. And it's no better way than the gym. You release them endorphins. You feeling like a new man when you walk out the gym. You know that feeling when you have a fucking great workout, bro. Yeah, man.
Because it's like you feel accomplished, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in there and see Marty like, yo, throw 10 more pounds on that bitch. And you're like, stop being a bitch, bro. Throw 10 more pounds on that bitch. And you're like, I bet. And you kill that shit. You jump off the bench. You look at CMarty, you chest bump that nigga, you dap him, and you like, yo, I just fucked that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
like,
bro.
Then you take that same aggression back to your wife. I know it's a little weird, but hey, I know y'all understand too. But like,
I get it.
You like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
City boy.
Hey man, listen. He said it, not me.
I love the gym, bro. Like I be in that gym. Like people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's how they hear my energy because I'm vocal. You can hear me from afar, but I be having fun.
And you're passionate, man. We're passionate about this, so we can speak about it deeply, and we can speak about it to the highest degree. When you're in there, you just pushing yourself, man. You push yourself to your limits or beyond what you thought was your limit, to new heights, to new levels, to new success.
Yeah.
And that just gives you a certain level of self-achievement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gives you a certain level of self-gratification, knowing that, man, what I couldn't lift last week, I'm lifting that and more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm going through the workout and I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel like whatever problems that I had prior to coming in the gym, like that's all in hindsight. and I'm bettering myself. And then when I leave and I get through an amazing workout, now it's just like, dude, I can accomplish anything that I set out to do. Whatever's on my goal list, I'm going to knock it out. I'm going to attack it with full force. I'm going to get everything I need to get done. It just gives you that certain drive. And I feel like for men, we need that outlet. And guys who are not experienced in the gym or who are not used to physical exercise, they need to experience that. And they need to experience that often, because we got a lot of guys out here that are just lost. You know, they're lost. They have no, everything is in disarray right now. You know, folks need an outlet to release that passion or release that aggression, or just put their energy towards something positive that can help them self-improve. I'm all about self-improvement. You guys are as well too. Like my motto is self-improvement is always on the menu. You can always get better. It's a choice. It's a decision, you know, and what better way to do that than through physical fitness? Not only are you building your body, you're building your mind, you're building your spirit, you know, and that just translates and it transpires into other avenues of your life. You know, your mind is everything. Your body is everything. You only get one mind, one body, one spirit. And you got to take care of that to the best of your ability. And all of us can agree when we say, you know, fitness is probably top 3 things to help do so. So, you know, guys, if you guys need some encouragement, continue to listen to these words, because we're not out here trying to bash you guys. We're out here trying to encourage you guys and inspire you guys to move your body, get fit, get active, and better yourself. It's all about bettering yourself, but you got to make that decision.
And one thing, especially for my guys that are former athletes, right? We used to be in practice talking shit, games talking shit to the rivals, right? And that was fun. I don't know. Like, I used to have fun doing that shit, bro. I love talking shit, bro. That's where I get all my shit talking from for the podcast, right? And we don't, like I said earlier, we don't have that outlet. So the gym is a great way for that, just to touch on everything you said.
Sure.
And another thing, the gym puts you in a winning mindset. I've mentioned this on the podcast before. Lifting heavier weights, doing shit when you don't feel like it, doing difficult shit, accomplishing difficult tasks is going to boost your confidence, and it's going to put you in a winning mindset. A lot of dudes just be defeated. Working a 9 to 5 or working your business, you driving in traffic, your wife stressing you out, the kids bad as fuck in school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel fucking defeated. I met so many men. It's like, that's not the same guy I knew 5-10 years ago. They're just fucking defeated. So the gym is going to shift that mindset to like winning. And when you get in that winning mindset, you're going to find a way to fucking solve all your fucking problems, bro. Anytime I find a problem, whether it's financial, relationship, fucking family, fucking business, whatever, like there's no depressed and sulking and complaining about it. It's just straight to what's the solution, right? Because if I'm lifting 315 and Ray isn't there to spot me, this fucking weight has to go up, or I'm going to fucking fall and get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that shit seems like something small if you don't go to the gym, but that shit translate outside of the gym. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does. I agree.
For sure, bro. So another thing too, man, a lot of men, we tend to get, we're not proactive. We end up being reactive. You know what I'm saying? So health issues, right? You go to the fucking doctor. The doctor tells you got high blood pressure. The doctor tells you want to have a heart attack or something. Now we want to fucking hire the personal trainer. Now y'all want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people don't realize how fitness and changing your diet and eating clean can prevent that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lost both of my grandparents.
Wow.
Well, so not both sets of my grandparents before I could even have a relationship with them, all health issues.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't think about that. So that's one of my motivations. I want to be a grandparent. So
and to piggyback off what you just said, because even me and you spoke about this outside of the gym, you know, right outside of Gold's, we spoke about this. So we have not only a responsibility within ourselves to, you know, be the best version of ourselves and stay healthy and stay fit, but above all, more importantly, we have responsibilities to other people, and we fail to realize that not only are we doing it for ourselves, but we have a responsibility to others who depend on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of folks fail to realize that it's just not about you. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, what do I mean? I'm saying that in the event that you're being reactive instead of proactive, let's just say, for example, you're a parent, right? And you have kids and they're older, and you've never made fitness a thing. You've never made fitness.
Kids gonna follow what the fucking parents do.
Correct.
Fat ass kid.
But what I'm trying to say is you have a responsibility to more than just yourself. So let's just say, for example, in the event that you're being or you become reactive and you fall terribly ill, God forbid, but you fall terribly ill. Now, those around you have to feel the burden of either taking care of you, coming out of pocket for medical expenses, having to sacrifice their time, their energy, their emotions to help make sure that you're good because you failed to take preventative measures to take care of yourself. Now that stress and that burden and the weight of the world, lies on the shoulders of others around you to make sure that you're good because you failed to do what's necessary to upkeep your body and upkeep, your health. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you can't just look at it from the perspective of, oh, this is just for me, X, Y, Z. Like, no, it's not just you. It's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a good point because, we were talking about married men.
Sure.
So if you're a married man and you have kids or whatever the case may be, you would want to set the right example for your son,
set the tone,
or even your daughter too. It's not even all about your son; it's about your kids. Period. That yes, being physical, going to the gym, taking care of your body and your health is very important. So I'm just piggybacking off of what you're saying, in regards to that. So any of the moms or the dads that are listening to this podcast, like set the example for your kids. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, show them that you go to the gym. The crazy thing about it is that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I love my squad. I call them my squad, my son and my daughter or whatever the case may be. My daughter's only 3 years old.
Wow.
Right. And she runs up to me all the time and she's like, Dad, you want to see my abs? She don't have no abs. My boo has no abs, right? But she be like, you want to see my abs? And she pulls a little shirt up. And I'm like, damn. And I touch her little abs or whatever. But, that's daddy, though. Daddy's kind of like showed her that, through me being in shape, me having abs, and she sees it. And she's like, what's that, Daddy? And I'm like, those are abs or whatever. And she sees videos of me squatting, lifting weights and things like that. So, like, she'll walk up to me and she's like, look at my squats. She'll show me her squats. She'll do push-ups and stuff like that. But, me as a parent, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm like really proud of you, or just proud of the fact that what I'm doing through my passion is rubbing off on her. It's not like as if I'm doing it because I'm saying that you should do it for your kids, but I'm doing it through my passion and it's rubbing off on my kids indirectly, my son and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you something, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That the fact that you're a fit guy, your daughter is going to bring home a man one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that like set a higher standard for the guy she's going to bring home? Like, so since you want your shit,
facts,
do you feel like, oh yeah, she's going to bring home a legit guy? She's not going to bring home no sucker. Because I don't have kids yet, but when I do, I know damn well if my daughter bring home a sucker, I'm looking at her sideways. Or I'm looking at myself sideways. Like, what the fuck example did I set for my daughter?
I'm digging in her ass.
You know what? The funny thing about it, man, as you say that, honestly, it really boils down to you, man. That it goes back to Toon's point. The example that I set for my daughter be what she goes out and searches for. You understand? Like the way I love Blair is what she's going to go find. And I spare no time, no time not spent with my daughter. Like, I spend time with her, I take her out, you know what I'm saying? I treat her, you know what I'm saying? I reward her, you know what I'm saying? I give her compliments and things like that. I love her truly,
Mm-hmm.
I got this thing where she's going to be my Valentine every Valentine's Day. And then whoever I'm with, you come second. So it's like, when I set that standard, it's like, shit, my dad was this. Like, my nigga, you not that.
So
it's like, when she bring a nigga home, she don't even have to think about it. It's like, you just not my dad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about no sucker nigga coming home or no fuckboy coming home because dad took care of me. Dad took care of me. So I honestly really have to be a solid ass dude If I'm a solid ass dude, my daughter's gonna bring home a solid ass dude.
Absolutely, bro.
So
I love that.
That's how
I always think about that shit, bro. Like,
and since you set the standard and she's watched you and she's been around you, naturally, whatever you portray or you emulate is going to rub off on her naturally. Therefore, she would already have a set standard as to what she would accept and what's unacceptable. You know, so like to piggyback off what you said, she's not going to come home with a sucker because she doesn't have sucker energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's seen her dad put in the work, put the reps in,
Yeah.
look a certain way, speak a certain way, you know, treat her a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing she's going to know to go off of. Therefore, she's not going to accept anything that's below her standards, only what's matches her standards or above.
Yeah. I was gonna say too, I see a lot of women. I mean, we train mostly women, bro. So you know, women open up.
Facts.
I be hearing them talking about their dads and shit, and I'm like, bro, why she's talking about her dad? Like, yo, if I have a daughter one day, is she gonna talk about me like that? Then I see the dad. I'm like, ain't no way they're gonna talk about their dad like that. If he was a fit dude on his shit, you know, super like masculine, you know what I'm saying? Just like a presence when you see him. Like, I be seeing these dudes like, no wonder your daughter talking crazy about you, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm just saying, bro.
For me, I always love when I meet a chick and she thinks highly of her dad.
Absolutely.
Because that means that's good for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because in your head, you have a good representation of what a man is supposed to be.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So it'll be like, oh, you love your dad? You think your dad is the shit? Oh, bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You know what I mean? That's a good sign for you. If you run into a chick and she thinks less of her dad,
bro,
you probably want to go the other way. You know
one of my clients, I'm not gonna say who, but you know who this is. she was like, yeah, me and my mom were just talking about how stupid my dad is. I mean, he's just so fucking stupid. I was like, damn.
She's not dating material. Hey, listen, listen. If you don't think highly of your dad, I'm not dating you, dog. I'm not dating you because your dad was the first representation of a male in your life.
Male figure.
So right.
If he was a fit dude, like just start with the fitness. Start with the fucking fitness. If he looked the part, boom, step one.
That's
if your dad important. Fat man titties, belly hanging out the fucking down to his knees,
pants sagging,
you see the ass crack like he a plumber every time he picks something up off the ground. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, hey, married men, tighten up, bro. Or guys with kids, tighten the fuck up.
You gotta tighten up.
Start with your fitness, bro.
You gotta tighten up.
Start with your fitness, man.
Your kids are watching you. They're watching what you eat. You know what I'm saying? If you're eating it, they're eating it. You know what I'm saying? It just goes a long way, man. Like everything, like it's crazy. Being a parent, bro, everything you do, your kids see. Like everything. And you think, you may think age may play a part where they like, oh man, they don't understand what I'm doing. That's not the case, bro.
Your kid knows you're a fat ass.
They definitely can see that. That's easy. and honestly, if you're a fat ass, then more than likely they're going to be a fat ass too. So you have to think about that.
But bar of the night.
But what I would say, man, if you never quit in front of your kid, never show. It's not a bad thing to show weakness. Weakness is fine, you know what I'm saying, because everybody's human. But don't quit in front of your kid, because if you quit in front of your kid or you show a lack of abundance in front of your kid, they take that shit on. They take it on.
And that's a great point, because look how many clients we've had that fucking quit.
Don't do that in front of your
at
kid.
The first sign of adversity.
Don't do that.
The first time you're sore. The first time you can't lift the weight. The first time you can't figure out the meal plan.
Your kids are smarter.
Fucking quit.
Your kids are smarter.
They learn that from somewhere.
They smarter than what you think. They could be 5 years old. If you told them, listen, I'm on a diet, and then 2 weeks later you say, oh, don't worry about that, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really on that diet. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. We're going. They actually are smart enough to know that mommy or daddy quit. Absolutely. Don't think this is because they 5, they 6, they 7. They don't understand. Your kids understand.
They see that belly. All right, that was the warm up. Y'all ready for the podcast?
I'm ready for the fucking podcast.
Let's get it, man.
All right, who's more out of shape, married women or single women?
Ooh, man. Listen, I feel it. Go ahead, hit the button. Hey, two. Hey, I feel a particular way. I feel a particular way about
Let's
this
get
topic.
it. Ladies thought they was done. They just had a night off. Nope. This less brunches, more crunches.
I feel a particular way about this topic because I feel strongly about the fact that women have to be in shape, young. I'm telling you, because I've had talks with women about the fact that their value decreases, and I know it hurts to hear this shit. And I'm not the y'all know
illusions.
Y'all know I'm not that guy. You know, I don't go for the juggler. I'm a chill ass dude, women. But at the end of the day, when you know you're in like society and as you age, your value drops. If you stay in shape, you know what I'm saying? You can fight the value dropping. You can fight that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing like, because I'm 41. It's nothing like seeing a woman who's my age, who's fucking up these young 30-year-olds, who fucking up these young 25. And Tune in the gym, Chris in the gym, is nothing like seeing that grown, mature woman.
Oh, it's a whole bunch of them at our gym.
Who's killing the 25-year-old.
That's fine as hell. And it's like, damn.
Killing the 30-year-olds. And you're like, boy, you're 40? I'm like, damn. Like, it's a good look. And so with that being said, you still want your market value still going to be high. And I explained it, you know, and I talked to my man Chris, and Chris is like, my nigga,
I told him, bro.
The ladies don't like this shit. And I'm like, I know they don't. I feel you and shit. But, you know, from a man's perspective, and women always want to know the man's perspective, let me just tell you what the real is. You know, we definitely do want the youthful look. I'm just going to be honest. We want the youthful look, you know. So with that being said, it's important for y'all motherfuckers to be in shape. It is.
Good point, Ray. Very great point. We definitely aim for the youthful look. Shout out to the women who maintain themselves, keep up the personal upkeep. The personal upkeep is there. However, I feel like married women, they're more out of shape than single women. I feel that 100,000%. And the reason being is because I feel like they get even more complacent than the man, because usually they're looking for the man or their husband to be the leader in the situation. And if the guy hasn't set the example, you know, what are they going off of? Who are they looking up to guide them? You know what I'm saying? They get comfortable, especially if they have kids or the gym wasn't something that they've.
Well, this is the difficult part about it, though, because a lot of women, you might have a woman that she was on her shit. She was in the gym.
Okay.
When y'all was younger. Well not y'all, nigga, because we young as shit. But I'm saying she might have been on her shit, bro, and then she just switched that shit up. And the difficult part is how do you go how do you tap back into getting her back on her shit? But I feel like it starts with the man. If you get your shit together, it's not a guarantee. Because what's my man name? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say his name. But he was venting to me in the gym. The shit funny, but it's not funny. About he bought his wife the Peloton, he bought his wife the elliptical, he's eating clean, he bought his wife all this shit.
He's eating clean.
He's eating clean. I mean, he's eating clean.
Sure.
Trying to set the example, and she just won't fucking do it, bro. And it's that's a tough situation to be in.
That's a very tough situation, and it's kind of disheartening for the man, because now you start to look at your wife.
But it's got to be a way he could tap in, and you know what I'm saying, and get her back on track.
I mean, if he's setting an example, if he's doing everything that he should be doing, you know, eating clean, showing that he's dedicated, showing that he's consistent, and it's not rubbing off, or she's not picking up on what he's putting down, then something has to give. Either, you know, he got to go his separate way or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the worst thing for a guy in a relationship, especially a married guy, is for you to be doing everything right, you know, trying to keep your body up to par, be consistent in the gym, you know, try to put your woman on game, physical game, show her that, you know, you need to keep your body up to par too. You know, I want you looking attractive as well. I just don't want this for me. I want this for you as well. The worst thing is for you to be doing everything that you need to do, and it's not registering with the woman. You know what I'm saying? That's disheartening. And then not only that, but it kind of makes you look at your woman a certain way. It's just like, yo, why are you not in compliance? Or why is this like pulling teeth? It should never be.
And you going to the gym around all these attractive women.
You know what I'm saying?
You
know, you're going to the gym around all these attractive women, like CMarty said, younger women your age.
I ain't say younger.
Whatever the case. I mean, but we all in the gym. We know what the deal is. There's younger women our age, and older women that the bodies is fire. They put in the work just as hard as or more work than a lot of you guys that we know.
They got surgery though.
These guys are full. but more importantly, we're around women that are actually putting in the work and doing what they need to do to beat Father Time. So if a married man is having these difficulties with his woman and he's doing everything right and she's just not picking up on it, it's just like, what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? And that causes for friction within the relationship.
So I run into a lot of guys who are in that situation, unfortunately, man, and they're scared to, not scared. I don't want to say scared, but they're
hesitant
to leave the relationship or the marriage because they're so deep in.
Why would they leave it though? Like, I guess I'm just
because it's like they try everything and they just can't get the woman on the same page as them as far as fitness.
Okay.
Or they can't get the woman to agree to like, yo, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. I'm going to the gym. You'll have the guy who you know this guy too. I'm not going to say names though.
Say a nigga name.
It's all good. We don't need
Niggas
to
trying to get
pull your car, bro.
So
pull that car, bro.
Let me finish, right?
My apologies. Go ahead.
Pull that car, bro.
The guy will get up. He'll get up in the morning, come to the gym. Hey, CMarty, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, 5 a.m. I'm gonna get up.
Yeah.
Gets up. The wife like, oh no, you don't have to go. No, I need you to. Da-da-da-da-da. And he literally like can't. I mean, he can go to the gym, but then that's gonna cause a problem at home.
Yeah.
So what does that guy have to do? What is that? I mean, and you were married. You're not married anymore.
Right.
Does that guy need to leave, or is there a way he can fix it?
Yeah, I mean, because there are different ways. I feel like there are different things you can do. There's like a list of things you can do to try to get your woman in shape. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you can be really empathetic to your woman. You know what I mean? Because like that's what it has to be for you to get through to a woman. You have to. I like that. I like that. He's like incorrect. But my thought is like you can be like, you know what? I'm going to, sweetheart, you know what I'm saying? I love you so much. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, fund the personal trainer for you. I'm gonna do that. Hey, no, it's cool. So if it's your wife or somebody that you really love or whatever the case may be, you do what you gotta do to put them in their best place that they could be in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying my best to put you in a spot where you can be successful. So I do everything I can. You know what I'm saying? So I fund the personal trainer, or maybe I pay for the first couple of months and then you take over. But I just want to show you that, you know what I'm saying, getting with a personal trainer will help you get in shape. So I do that, right? There's that. Then there's I'll work out with you. You got to go through everything. You have to exhaust all options before you leave.
Facts.
I don't like that option though.
No,
I like that though.
I know you don't like the option, but you gotta hear me out. The reason being is because when you're dealing with a woman, you know what I'm saying, it's all emotional.
Facts.
So if they understand that, yo, he's being empathetic, he's understanding that it's not easy for me, it's a little harder than 1, 2, 3. Because for me, you and Tune is 1, 2, 3. Get in the gym, you get results. Eat the chicken breast, you get results. Sometimes for a woman, it's not 1, 2, 3. So it's like, all right, let me show you through empathy that, I care about you.
And you can do it too.
I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to do it with you. And it's like, okay, this dude really loves me. Let me do it. You got to come at different angles to be able to get your spouse to get in the gym and get it done.
For sure.
Now, Chris, to your point, if I done paid for the training, I paid for 3 months of training, right?
That's the point I'm trying to get to.
I got you. Trust
me.
Trust me. I know both sides, my nigga.
I know you do.
Yeah. So I done paid for 3 months of training, right? I worked out with you for a month or two.
He in his bag.
You know, I paid for meal prep services, and your ass ain't still doing it.
What does that guy need to do?
Nigga, it's time to go.
City boys.
It's time to go. And honestly, we can have the serious conversation when it's time to go. And then when it's time to go, whatever the case may be, you're like, why? Listen, sweetheart, you're not showing me no discipline. You're not showing me that you care about yourself enough to put in the time or the work. You know what I'm saying? I've done what I can for you, sweetheart. I don't like this shit.
But he's not a real man if he doesn't enjoy a curvy woman.
No. Listen, curvy and sloppy are two different things. See, Marty?
Whoa! You can't say that. No. You can't say that. This is YouTube. You can't say that.
I'm just saying, curvy and sloppy are two different things. But at the end of the day, dog, if I've done what I needed to do to put you in the best place that you need to be in.
Let's talk about that real quick, bro.
Let's talk about it. What you want to talk
what's
about?
Going on with these women keep saying they thick? And it's to the point where it's like, okay, you got a dude in your DM. He's trying to fuck you, right?
Sure.
He's gassing you up, telling you you're attractive and all that. And so the girls will go with that. Oh, I'm thick. Dudes still want to fuck. But it's like, yo, you 5'3", 250. Fucking it's dudes on the fucking Commanders that's not 250. Linebackers, defensive backs,
pro ballers.
This shit is crazy, bro. I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing that shit. I got in an argument with a few of my clients about that whole.
You don't even have to get.
And if you got a BBL, you're not thick. Fuck out of here with that.
You don't got to get into no arguments, because the thing about it is dudes could be in your DM all day, but what does your doctor think? Is your doctor telling you?
Doctors aren't fair to black women, though.
Nah, man, fuck that shit. Does your doctor think that you're overweight? Does your doctor think that you are? Chris is an idiot, bro.
BMI is racist. Bet you 280. All right.
So my thought is like, what does your doctor think? Does your doctor think that you are on the way to, being diabetic?
Absolutely.
If your doctor is saying things like that, it doesn't matter what the guy in your DMs is saying. What
Absolutely.
the hell is you talking about? What does your doctor think? If your doctor thinks that your shit is off, then your shit is off.
And then if if you're 20s or early 30s, what is that going to look like in 10, 15 years if you continue these bad habits?
Man, impress your motherfucking doctor. You know what I'm saying? Have your doctor in your fucking DM.
Whoa.
How about that? Because I feel as though if you impress your fucking doctor, you go get your checkups every year, and you come back and your doctor's like, damn, sweetheart, you're down 10 pounds. Whatever the case may be, that's the nigga that you want to fucking impress. If you have kids, you aspire to have kids, like you want to be around for a long time, correct?
It's grown women weight, though.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
We all gonna die anyway.
Okay. All right. Yeah, speed it up.
Speed it up. I feel like seeing as though we live in a society where attention is the new currency, right? And women they feed off attention. So any compliment like, oh, you thick, or girl, you're not big, you just thick, they feed into that. And a lot of times it's their friends pushing this bullshit narrative that, oh, girl, you look good, you curvy, but in all actuality, they're not trying to hurt their friends' feelings, rather than keeping it a buck, keeping it a stack with your friend. No, you're not thick. Girl, you are big as shit.
And what's crazy is the girls gassing them up. If they woke up in that fat ass body, they would go fucking crazy.
They would go nuts.
They would go crazy, bro. They would have a heart attack if they woke up in that body.
I agree. And the fact that they keep perpetuating this false idea that their friend looks good. Oh, girl, you got curves. It's not curvy, it's sloppy. You know what I'm saying? And your friends, they're not gonna say anything that's gonna offend you or, stir you up or ruffle your feathers, in essence, right? They're gonna tell you everything that they want you to hear, to whatever prolong the friendship or just not get on your bad side. But in all actuality, they may probably think in their mind like, nah, girl, you're not thick, you're big. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want
that shit. And a lot of times, ladies, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. A lot of times, if you have friends calling you thick or curvy, when they're in a group chat or talking to someone else, they're calling you fat behind your back. They're really telling the truth behind your back. So always keep that in mind if you're in that situation. I'm being honest because I trained a lot of women. Ray has probably seen similar. He trains a lot of women as well, but that's just the truth. That's the reality of it.
And some girls are naturally thick, right? Not every woman has the same body frame, same structure, right? But there's a difference between being
Stop the cap.
you're funny as shit. There's a difference between being naturally thick and curvy and just being obese, thick and obese. It's not even curvy because it's big. You have a big back, big legs, big stomach. You know what I'm saying? So there's no curvature about that, right? So that means you need
Stop the cap.
So, but what I want to say is like to Toon's point, right? To Toon's point, right? Some people have phenomenal genetics, right? You got phenomenal genetics, right? Where you can be overweight, right? And still have the curves and everything be in the same in the right spot when you wear your clothes and everything. But yet you are really still overweight, right? And it's like, okay, cool. Like all your girlfriends validate you and let you know, girl, you still look good in your jeans, you still look good in your dress. But at the end of the day, it still boils down to the fact that you're not healthy. So my thought is like y'all saying, like Chris said that he wants to be a grandparent, right? I want to be a grandparent too. That's really one of the biggest milestones and biggest goals of my life is to see my kids have kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that would make me feel great. But it's like, do you want that for yourself? And if you want that for yourself, there's no way in the world you're going to be able to run around and be 30 to 50 pounds overweight and think that it's going to be okay for you, because as we age, it becomes not okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now chronic diseases start to come into play. We laughing and joking and shit, but when you have a chronic disease and it's time for you to pay for medication, that medication ain't cheap, Toon. Hey, Toon, like, let's talk about some real shit.
Let's talk
like,
about
niggas is talk, nigga, and that medication, if you, bruh, is expensive. Even with you having health insurance, you still coming out the pocket hundreds of dollars. So you did that to yourself. You brought on an expense for yourself by living the way you're living.
Poor decisions.
And as a personal trainer, bro, you really realize we can see this. We are way cheaper than what it would cost when that issue pops up.
Exactly.
And we have people complaining about our prices, and we're not even a premium price.
Yeah.
We don't even charge premium prices. We in fucking Capitol Heights, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? We're not even charging premium price. I lived in LA for 2 years. I know what motherfuckers charge for training.
And you know that's
I'm asking for pennies
on the dollar.
Fucking pennies, bro. And people be complaining.
And be bitching.
Complaining.
About nothing.
And that's why, like, and I'm not trying to be in clients' pockets, but that's why it irks the fuck out of me when people complain about my price, but they got the fucking designer on. They on the trips.
It shows you the value.
You're doing all this fucking shit. It's like you don't even fucking care.
It shows you what
you had a nerve to complain about what the fuck I got. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it shows you what
I'm trying to get you right. You fucking complaining about it, man.
Priorities is a thing, and lack of priorities is also a thing.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, in this society, people put the priority of their health, personal training, and fitness. They put that on the back burner, and it's not until, to Ray's point and to see Marty's point, when the doctor visits arise or the health issues occur, now it's, I got to make a decision, but that's being reactive rather than proactive. Yeah. Proactive or preventative measures can erase all the potential health issues, the health risks, the big backs, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait till it's too late to seek personal training, to seek a better lifestyle or a healthier lifestyle. Be proactive about your shit and stop waiting till it's time. Stop waiting until things are too late to jump on the ball. Get ahead of the curve and do what's necessary to maintain your health and live a healthier lifestyle.
And people be so stubborn that the doctor will tell them about these issues and they hire you and they'll be like, Why I gotta do that? I can't do that. It's like, motherfucker, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You need some guidance. The last thing you need to do is trust your fucking instincts, motherfucker.
No
What the fuck
doubt.
are you talking about,
No
bro?
doubt. I'm telling you, man. A gym, and this is something that I understand. A gym can be very overwhelming to a person who knows nothing about it but needs to get in shape. It is super overwhelming. And it's not even like gender. I'm not even talking about any particular gender.
I'm talking about a gender and a demographic. It's like, no, let me stop.
No, you're good. Men and women. I know men.
Wow.
who need to get in shape, know they need to get in shape, but don't know what to do, where to start. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like one of those situations where it's just like
men the worst ones.
So men, the only reason why I personally feel like men are the worst ones is because of the ego. You know, that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like not wanting to show a woman or just the general public that they don't know what they're doing in the gym. So, you know, we'll be in the gym, me, Toon, Chris, and we watch people and we'll see a dude and there's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. He's day to day with it, been in the gym for years, and we've seen him be a regular, get no results. And we're like, you know, what's going on? But
switching trainers.
Trainer hopping,
switching trainers, that belly still look exactly the same, bro. So it's just like, you know, I guess
beer belly ass nigga.
what I would say is just that you definitely want to hire a trainer because a trainer can point you in the right direction, give you the structure that you need. You know, that's for us, but that's also for you guys as well. But that's my 2 cents on that.
What I see a lot of times often when we're in the gym as well too, and a lot of times I'll be feeling bad, but at the same time I don't. It's like I'll be going through my routine and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm in front of the dumbbell rack often. I like dumbbells, you know. I like lightweight, heavy. I mean, not lightweight, and I will lift in terms of volume. So I'm doing lightweight and a lot of reps, right? But nevertheless, I'm going through my routine and I can see who's looking at me. Not to say that I'm, you know, looking per se to see who's.
I understand,
but you can see who's looking or who's working out or who's. You can see it, right? We're not going to be blind to the fact. And I see a lot of guys like, and I'm big on emotions. I'm big off energy, and I can see a lot of guys looking at me and they look lost. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I can feel the energy as if like
the energy is like, I wish I can ask him if he can show me what
to do, or like, you know, it's like they feel like inadequate, like they don't know what they're doing, or it's just like they feel like they're wasting their time.
The reason why I tune is because ego is tough, bro. As a man, you know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough to be like, you know, for a guy
to ask for help.
Thank you, Toon. You beat me to the point that it's tough for a lot of guys to walk up to another man and be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Can you help me?
Can you show me the way? You know, and it's an ego thing, Chris. Is it?
Why do these motherfuckers have egos bigger than their belly? Why? No, I'm just saying though. Like,
it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing for a guy to have ego. You know what I'm saying? Pride is a natural thing. But this is the thing.
Okay. I don't understand, because anytime I've come to you personally, like, hey Ray, I'm struggling with this. What do I need to do for this?
Yeah.
Like, it just don't, it's not that fucking hard.
But you gotta understand, but we're built different though. We can do that because we already do this. So it takes nothing for you to ask another guy who's, you know, on your level or above your level to, hey, you know, what can I do to fix this? Or how can I change this? Or what do I need to do to get these results? It's nothing for you, but opposed to somebody who's a beginner or who's not getting results, or the gym is a new endeavor to them. It's just like, oh my, I don't want to walk up.
Because you're like, to Toon's point, you're comfortable in this space.
True.
So you know what I'm saying? Because you know you already a man, you're proven in this space. So it's okay for you to walk up to another. Like, I feel the same way. I'll go up to somebody who I respect and admire, and I'll be like, bro, I'm trying to get to that point. Help me out, because I'm comfortable in this space.
And comfortable within your own skin.
Right. I'm proven in this space. But like Toon said, this is a new space for me. I'm not comfortable. And nothing's worse as a personal or individual, period, is nothing worse than being uncomfortable in a space and trying something new and looking dumb.
Yeah.
No one likes to look dumb. So that's essentially what it is.
Especially as a man.
Right. A man who we're talking about the gym, because like it's a general thought in your head.
In our gym too, you know it's aggressive in there.
Shoot,
it's a whole bunch of alpha males and it's a whole bunch of simps.
It's
and
tough, bro, because as a man, it's just almost expected that you know that you're supposed to know what to do when you go to the gym.
it's like a given. Like
Yeah.
I get in there, I start exercising.
Right.
I
You
know what
scared
to
to
do.
look dumb, but that belly look dumb as fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
Correct. but still, nonetheless, as a man, it's like it's supposed to be expected. When you meet a woman and she sees you, she's looking at you like, oh, you go to the gym, right? You know what you're doing in the gym, right? And as a guy, you're like, if you don't know, you're like, yeah, I know exactly. I go in there, I bench, you know, I no, you don't. You know what I'm saying?
And the ones that typically don't know what they're doing too, I see it all the time. And it's so funny to me, man. It's just like, man, you can see a guy, he's been on the bench for like 30, 45 minutes. He's just sitting there. He's looking at you go through several different workouts, several different movements. And like, dude's just on the same bed, got the same weight on there, and he's just taking his time. And it's just like, man, this guy's clueless. He hasn't moved from the bench. And then when he's done with the bench, he gets up and leaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, man, y'all guys need to put y'all pride aside, put the ego away, seek help, you know, stop being so prideful. You know, yes, we're men and we don't want to feel embarrassed. We don't want to feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. We don't want to feel the need to go ask another man where, you know, that we admire, that we see, or that has the body that we want. Stop being so prideful and afraid to, you know, lower your ego, lower your pride, and ask that gentleman for assistance. You know what I'm saying? Or ask for help.
Yeah.
Or ask for tips as to get to where you want to be. It's going to be that same pride and ego that keeps you complacent, keeps you at the same just comfort level that you're already at. That's, you know, holding you back from achieving where you can and should be within your own body. You know, as men, naturally we have that pride, but we got to put that aside and, you know, understand that it's the pride that's kind of holding us back from, you know, our true potential.
Yeah,
absolutely, bro.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying about the pride. I see it a lot in our gym, unfortunately, where, you know what I'm saying, guys are like, you know what I'm saying, so prideful that they won't ask for help, but or better yet, won't hire help because they want to try to figure it out themselves and be able to claim that they figured it out themselves, you know. But I don't feel like it should be that way. I feel like if you're a guy and you're in the gym, you know, drop your ego, drop your pride. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to ask. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a trainer. It could just be a guy that you know, that you see and that's getting results. Walk up to that guy and ask him for that help. You know what I'm saying? Because your ego is blocking you from getting to your goals or making you better. You know what I'm saying? The minute you ask that dude for help and he gives you the tips, or better yet, he even invites you to the workout so you can work out with him, that could change your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what me, Tune, and Chris are in this business for. You know what I'm saying? We love changing lives. You know what I'm saying?
And to help people.
Absolutely.
And it's 2023, man. You could shoot a DM. You know, like I'm great at getting back to people in DMs, unless you ask like some dumbass stupid shit in the DM. But you know what I'm saying? Shoot me, Tune, or Ray a DM. Tune might not get back. Tune be a little Hollywood with it. You know what I'm saying? But
oh man,
me and Ray will get back to you, man. I'll get back to you. But you can absolutely.
I like it.
Because Tune will come up to me. Look, guess what this dumbass said? I'd be like, oh shit. I'm right or wrong.
I don't know what this guy talking about.
Right, Tune. You don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what this guy talking. I'm very helpful. I enjoy helping people.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you know, if you just go up to that person that you admire, or they have the body that you want, or they have the results that you're looking for, 9.5 times out of 10, that person will be willing to provide you the information that you're seeking. They will be willing to guide you or instruct you or to answer any questions. They will stop what they're doing to help you because they realize that at one point they were where you were. They are where you once were, if that makes sense. Or
They were where you are now.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
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 Everybody. No. Because everybody starts somewhere. So to your point, everybody definitely starts somewhere. So you know what I'm saying? Like this, if you're listening to this right now, if you see a dude in the gym, he's struggling, you know what I'm saying? Just don't be afraid to like reach out and help out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't have to be monetized. Like sometimes like I be giving tips to people that are gyms, you know what I'm saying? And I don't monetize it because it's not even a big deal to me. Like it's just like, it things come back around. You know, what you put into this earth or what did you put into this world will always come back around.
And you might run into one dickhead, but
right, you will.
Probably won't, but it's possible.
But
so.
It sucks though because if you
it
run
does
into
suck
that dickhead,
because there are dickheads in the gym,
then you're kind of scarred and you won't ask for help,
and that'll throw you all the way off. And
Right.
you might feel like everybody's that way because
and that's not the case because there's people out here that like me and these guys that I'm on here with on this podcast that give you some free game.
Absolutely,
much needed game.
Right.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to react to these clips, man?
Oh man,
let's get some clips today. Bring that first clip up, big dog. Yeah, man, we just going. Bring that. Bring the other one up first. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Bring that joint up. All right, man. Let's check this out. We're gonna get y'all perspective on this, and then when you press play, make it full screen if you can, bro.
Would you date someone who's plus size?
Plus size? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm talking to one, so yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Good. It's gonna get cold, you know what I'm saying? I want to get snuggled up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. Yeah. I'm saying that's right.
Would you date someone who's plus size?
Yes.
Dating someone who's plus size, right, is no different than dating like any other girl.
No. Well, I mean, there's definitely differences because you know what I'm saying. Like when you hug, you know what I'm saying, a little bit different. Now inside, it's no different. But like outside, yeah, a little bit. But it's not a bad difference. Just like a different girl between like a white girl and a Hispanic girl, or a black girl and a Hispanic girl, there's gonna be a little bit of a difference. But is that a bad difference? Ain't nobody ever said that.
What are the perks of it then?
Like a thicker one. As I say, it's gotta be cold. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to cuddle up against. You know what I mean? Warm little pillow type thing. So that's kind of nice.
Right. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing. No cons, all pros.
You think you'll cuff a big boy this season?
Sounds like a lot of big hoodies.
Hey, go ahead, triple tap that.
The fuck? Listen, man. I hate how men can't have preferences nowadays, bro. And it's like women can say, "Hey, I don't want to date a fat guy. Hey, I don't want to date a skinny guy with no muscles." And you can look at them young boys there. They're probably teenagers, bro. They're young guys.
You could tell just by the way they were talking.
You can tell, bro. And they are too scared to even say, like, "Hey, I don't prefer a bigger girl." And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're ugly. Doesn't mean you have fucking bottom of the barrel character. Doesn't mean anything bad. I just hate how nowadays like men can't say what they want to say. But at the same time, I feel like the gym helps that. The gym helps you express who the fuck you are. Because at the end of the day, if somebody has a problem with my gym lifestyle, hey, fuck you. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm not going to stop going to the gym. I feel like that, like when you get in the habit of that, that's going to make you speak up and be who the fuck you are for real.
Yeah, man, be confident in your skin. I'm not sugarcoating shit for anybody to get with their program. If I don't want a big joint, I don't want a big joint. You know what I'm saying? If my preference is a fit woman with discipline, that's my preference. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat my feelings to appeal to, your feelings.
Let me say one thing.
Talk to me.
This is if you're listening to this podcast and you want to be fit, the big girl is going to fuck up your goals more than likely. She has her habits. She has her mindset. It's going to be hard to change that. So if that's not what you want, like speak up on that shit. It's okay, bro. It's all right. Like it's perfectly fine. Don't let videos like this fool you and have you trapped like, oh, it's okay. It's the same as dating a fit girl. Because no, the fuck it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. Especially like if you're a guy that's in the gym just as much as us, that You want somebody that embodies, what you portray day in and day out, and that's discipline, that's self-improvement, that's self-love, self-respect. You know what I'm saying? And you want, like I said the last podcast, you want your woman to be a reflection of you. You don't want somebody who's the polar opposite of your habits and your values. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's just going to bring you down in more areas than one.
It's going to be a disaster.
It's going to be a disaster. And at the end of the day, that situation will probably end up dissolving because the perspectives are different. The mindset is different. The habits are different. Everything is different. And at the end of the day, you guys will probably end up going separate ways because she's not what you want. And, at the end of the day, she probably won't get on your program because, it's just two different lifestyles overall.
So my thought is, if you're a woman, right, and you're listening to this podcast, you have aspirations to be in shape.
Talk to him.
There's no way in the world that you could think that it's okay for you to be plus size if you're listening to this podcast. So we can be, straight, direct, and to the point, and not have no cut cards when it comes to you.
It's fat shaming.
You're listening to this because you're
body shaming.
If you're listening to this podcast, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to go in a direction, and we're trying to give you the real talk to allow for you to go into that right direction. So you definitely don't want to have you don't want to be soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you hear what we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, we're letting you know that it's unacceptable because you chose to embark on a journey. This is the talk that you need to hear. That's how I feel.
And we're not in the business of putting women down. We're in the business of trying to uplift y'all and understand that we live in a world where we live in a society now, especially with social media, that everybody's getting fit. Fitness is the thing. So it's just like you can either get with the program or you can self-loathe and still remain the same, be big, do big back activities like Chris always mentioned, BBA, big back activities, go to the hookah lounge, engage in the brunch every weekend, engage in the day parties.
Smoke weed in the fucking workout that y'all were fucking defending. That was crazy.
And try and
that's interesting to me.
And try to justify that as if that's something that's going to help you get towards your goals. Like, we're here to let you know that that's all bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to be the best version of yourself, then you need to start embodying habits and disciplines that'll help you get to that process. You guys folks is too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all too comfortable. And as a result,
but everything is accepted nowadays. And the fitness industry specifically,
sure,
they try to make everybody feel like they belong here. Now, I do agree that everybody can start wherever the fuck they are.
Sure.
But no, the fuck, you don't belong here smoking weed in the fucking gym.
Yeah,
you don't belong here going to the fucking hookah lounge every weekend.
So the hookah lounge, I don't even really fuck with hookah at all, to be honest with you. I think it's like a fucking waste of time.
Smoking hookah is actually worse than smoking cigarettes.
Right. Okay. I like the fact that you said that, because
people don't know that.
I don't even like hookah. Like, I think it's the dumbest shit ever to just sit there and just do that, right? My thought is, like, if you're gonna smoke something, get into cannabis.
Why the fuck? Girls always want that shit though.
No,
even the fit girls. Girls, I'm at y'all neck. Y'all be wanting that shit too.
Fit girls, you know what I'm saying? If you want to smoke something, get into cannabis. And I explain my thought on cannabis, right?
Sure.
I love cannabis just because of the fact that, for me, I don't smoke it often because, my lifestyle is just like, it doesn't allow for me to smoke cannabis on a regular basis because I got to be sharp for people at 3:30 in the morning.
So you got to be sharp.
So with that being said, I can't smoke it often, right? But my thought is, like, when I have a long week of training and training other people, and then I get to get that Saturday night because I don't work on Sundays, bro, when I smoke cannabis, the recovery effects of cannabis are unmatched. I don't know if anybody can relate. Maybe somebody can relate. I don't know. But for me personally,
talk that talk,
like,
right?
Bruh, I wake up in the morning, bruh, and I was deadlifting this week. My lower back feels great. You know what I'm saying? My fucking shoulders don't feel taxed. Like, it's a great feeling. And I think that's why cannabis is medically prescribed, is because it does so much for, the mental, the physical, and things like that. So for me, obviously I indulge for, a good time and shit. But at the end of the day too, I love the recovery. The recovery is great. Now, the thought of cannabis, I love that you brought it up because it's fun as shit, right? So I, as a trainer, right?
Yeah.
I got a couple of clients who smoke before sessions, right?
Okay.
I was waiting. I got a couple of clients who smoke before sessions, right? And you would hit the button and give me the buzzer, right? But bruh, some of I had a couple of clients who, when they smoke before session, they fucking lock in.
They perform better.
Some of the best sessions ever, because I heard that the mind to muscle connection is fucking next level. So
I want to piggyback off that too.
Yeah. So no problem, Tune. So for anybody who smokes or whatever the case may be, and they find themselves excelling at certain things, because that does happen. I've had clients who do excel. It's not a green light, because I know CMarty don't want to hit his shit. It's not a green light to smoke before your session, because if you're trash after you smoke before your session, then no. But for that client who's like, yo, I smoke because it makes my workout more intense. The muscle connection is better. I understand there are people out there that are like that. You know what I'm saying? That actually perform better. So I just wanted to speak out for those folks.
All right. This is my issue with how cannabis is advertised as far as fitness.
Okay.
So you'll have someone like Ray say the benefits of it and everything you just mentioned. So people who are not active, not in the gym, they're fucking 40 pounds overweight. They'll take that and be like, oh yeah, I could smoke. I could do that. I can do that shit. And it's like, no, smoking is the reason you're fat as fuck. Smoking is the reason you gained 40 pounds. Smoking is the reason you've been neglecting yourself. You've been handling responsibilities. You've been taking care of your kids. You've been going to work. You've been working your second job to pay your bills, which is understandable. But that's the reason you've been lazy as fuck. That's the reason when you get some free time, you've been watching Netflix because you high as fuck. That's the reason you fucking scrolling TikTok for an hour, because you're high as fuck. So someone like that wants to lose 40 pounds, I don't think they should continue to smoke. I think they need to cut it out.
I agree.
Then the dumbasses on the internet that were mad at my post the other day that went viral, they're fucking like, Adrian Peterson smoked, Percy Harvin smoked, all this other shit.
But look at
You're
that.
comparing it to the top athletes in the world. These dudes been crushing shit since high school, since middle school,
since college.
They can fucking smoke because they're going to make the NFL owners money, the NBA owners money, all that shit. They can get away with smoking. But your fat ass can't get away with that shit.
And they're high level performers.
Yeah, exactly. They show up to perform. You don't fucking perform at Gold's Gym. You be some shit at Gold's Gym.
You don't perform nowhere.
You be embarrassing me at fucking Gold's Gym. You be embarrassing me on your vacation. You be embarrassing me at work. You be embarrassing me at the hookah lounge with the fucking belly sticking out, but you on your fucking story smoking hookah.
Yeah. So when it's like that, and I think it's more, I feel like it's more people out there who abuse cannabis, and it keeps them back from their goals because of the fact that, I would say that if you're not disciplined and you smoke, it hurts you
bad.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not disciplined and you smoke, because what smoking does for you, you know what I'm saying? The munchies and things of that nature. When you smoke, you get a good smoke session in. It's tough to make the good decision and be like, you know what? I got the munchies. I'm about to go after this meal prep. You're not going to say that. You're going to go after, sugar and fats. That's what you normally. Sugar and fats after smoking is the best, and everybody knows that, But if you're a disciplined person and you're using cannabis for the right reasons, I endorse it. I'm like, you know what? You're using it for recovery. That's fine. I'm with it. If you're using it for you to have a better session, to lock in, to get that mind muscle connection, for it to be better, I'm okay with it. But in regards to just being lazy, and it being more of a leisure thing for you,
shit's not cool.
I can't get with it, But for me, me, I'm a person of multiple perspectives. I like to see other people's perspective. I respect other perspectives. So if you smoke and you got a good reason for smoking and it makes you better, kudos to you.
I just know as a college athlete, I seen dudes do dumbass shit high, like dumbass shit,
stupid shit.
So that kind of like scared me away from smoking when guys weren't in their right mind.
I want to piggyback on both you guys because both you guys made excellent points. Ray, as far as smoking and that being a form of recovery, I'm all for that, right? Like I use cannabis sparingly, right? But we're disciplined, so we can do so. We can do so and still be a high level performer. Like I've gone to the gym numerous times, and I'm not afraid to say I've been going to the gym numerous times, high as a kite. But at the same time, you would never know just because how I carry myself, and you would never know I'm high unless I told you. But at the same time, I go through my routine flawlessly. The world is tuned out. I'm hitting everything I need to hit. The workout is amazing. It's fire, and I can focus. I can concentrate. The mind muscle connection is there. It's amazing. Great session. So I agree with you in that regard. And to your point, Chris, I also agree. If you're somebody who you're not active, you have no discipline, you have no self-control, weed is a serious detriment to any results that you're trying to achieve, because what I found in my own to my own accord is that weed is a very unproductive drug. And not only is it a very unproductive drug, if you haven't instilled certain disciplines, like it's only going to drag you down further, drag you down the rabbit hole further, as far as your own bullshit, eating sweets, eating out late night, the munchies, whatever the case may be. It's only going to perpetuate your own bullshit and your own poor habits. So there's two sides of the story, there's two sides of the coin, as far as, medicinal use. But I feel like, if you're disciplined with it and you can exercise on it, then, my hat's off to you. But if you're somebody that, you're not used to being active, or you have no control of your own habits, then, weed is just only hurting you and setting you further back. So it all depends on the individual. It's all subjective, but I guess it all depends on who you are as a person.
It honestly is like, to your point, to kind of like sum it up, it all depends on what type of person you are. Are you a disciplined person, or are you an undisciplined person?
Facts.
If you're an undisciplined person, you don't get to smoke cannabis if you're trying to get in shape. You don't get to smoke cannabis if you're trying to get in shape. If you're a disciplined person and you know what you're using cannabis for, you get to do it because we know that you're going to use it for the right reason. That's what Tune is trying to say.
Facts. And before we got one more clip to watch, and I'm gonna wrap this segment up with this. Discipline is the fucking issue. Discipline is why you gain the weight.
Yeah.
Lack of discipline is why you're fat as fuck. Lack of discipline is why people don't recognize you from high school. So, no, you don't need to be smoking. You don't have the discipline with the fucking cannabis. So you're probably not going to have the discipline in the gym if you continue the cannabis. That's it. Come on, man. Y'all get the fuck out my DM with that bullshit. All right, TK, can we get that next clip, man? This is the last clip, and we're gonna wrap up for the night, man.
Yep.
Oh shit, you got that one? All right.
Yeah, my man looking fit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He look fit as fuck. All right. Let's do the money bag.
Let's do the money bag,
and then if it's cool with you, bro, we can do the other one and end with that. So on a positive note, if that's cool with you. All right, let's do the money bag. So hold on, real quick before you start it. I'm gonna just give it a little rundown real quick. All right, real quick. So I did this on my live stream that's already posted. Moneybag Yo posted his transformation. He's been in the gym for a while. Not his transformation, but he posted a video of him, just showing his fit body off. And
he's been in the gym for a while.
The caption says, it's hard for me to see, it's small. I didn't have the year I wanted. I had the year I needed. I grew so much this year, and for that I am grateful, right? So as we know, gym helps mental health. It helps you overcome obstacles, yada, yada, yada. Y'all watch the podcast. Y'all get it. If you don't watch the podcast, watch some more fucking podcasts. Anyway, he put up a positive post, okay? A lot of the comments were negative, assuming he got surgery. Just saying all types of bullshit. Then you got women in there encouraging men to get surgery if we're going to look like Moneybag Yo. So I just hated how in the black community we do shit like that. So you can just play the clip. It's no sound to it. I wanted to highlight the comments more than anything. So, yeah. All right, you see him. All right. Scroll down in the comments. Make sure they can see us on the StreamYard, bro. All right, we good. All right, yeah, go ahead. Back to the comments. All right. Keep going, bro. Keep going. That's it. That's all they're showing. Oh, you're not logged in? Oh my God, bro. All right, it's all good. Check out the live stream when y'all get a chance, man. I went in on this.
So
But anyway, it was just a lot of people assuming that he had surgery, and that was it pretty much, bro. And I didn't like that. That men we can't just get fit. And the thing that stood out to me was when women post something like that after they get surgery is Chanel bags, it's vacation, it's all this shit. But it's like a man posts some positive shit, how fitness affected him in a positive way, and it's a fucking problem. People assuming that he got surgery. That was my issue with it.
And the and the crazy thing behind that is because a lot of people will project their insecurities and their bullshit onto somebody who's actually getting results. And more importantly, they probably feel that way because they've seen other folks, celebrities such as like a guy like Bandman Kevo, who's admitted to getting surgery because he was tired of women cheating on him for guys with better bodies, physically admitting that. So they probably see somebody like Moneybag Yo getting in shape and it's like, oh, well, he probably, took the surgery route. But no, if you've been following Moneybag or if you follow Moneybag, you've realized that this guy's been in the gym for, more than 2 years now, 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? And obviously he doesn't got a six pack, whatever the case may be, but he lives a healthy lifestyle, as you can see. But it's just sad for, somebody of status, especially a black male who's, doing good for themselves, for the black community to kind of, paint that picture as if, he didn't work for his results or he cheated to get what he has. And it's sad because, in all actuality, you're just projecting your insecurities or your lack of discipline or your own bullshit onto him. And it's really discouraging to see. You know what I'm saying?
And that just shows the lack of knowledge about health and fitness in our community. It's fucking sad. Like, people don't even believe that you can get on your grind and change your body. They just jump to surgery. Like, people really think that once you're fat, you're fucking fat forever.
Or
and
assumptions.
You have a fucking fat spell on you that a witch put on you and shit, and you can't change that shit. I fucking hate that shit.
And he used to be a lot bigger. When he first started his career, he had the overlapping belly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And even guys like Gunna is...
I talk about Gunna too on the podcast.
Gunna's made a total 360 with his body. He used to be heavy set. Now he's skinny. Well, he's not completely skinny,
but he's fit.
He's fit.
He looks fucking fit.
You can tell he's made some type of physical change within his appearance. And we need to be encouraging our black males and our black figures and have that be a thing other than putting folks down because they're doing things that you fail to do because you don't want to put in the fucking work. So you try to tuck others down because you want to make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad, and we need to do better, black people. We really do, because this shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, I would agree. I always hate when it comes to IG because of the fact that it's like, bro, I can't believe that like you would use your energy, to post hate. Like you see someone and that's the first thing that comes to mind to you. He posts a positive post and you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna hate today. Yeah. Like I see, he wasn't able to scroll down on comments or anything but like that, but I was able to see a comment that I didn't like. It was like, my man, he's proud of himself. He's put in work. I think it said day 45. Imagine putting in 45 days of work. You're proud of yourself. You go make a post because you feel that good about yourself. With IG, you always post what you're proud of. And you think about when you post something, right? And you're super proud of it. And someone goes to tear your shit down. You know what I'm saying? And I seen in a post, it was like, oh, skipping leg day, I see. I'm like, my nigga.
Wow.
I can't live.
Yeah, like that's what you got out of this?
I can't live.
Probably somebody with no default picture, no post on their page, nothing.
Killing me,
I'm
logged
in. I'm logged in now, bro. And the girl
out of here.
This girl said those surgeries paid off.
Wow.
And
go to her page.
Honestly, I'm on her page.
Go to her page.
She looks good, bro. But she might have some surgery herself, and that's what.
Check the titties.
I don't think she got surgery, but that makes it worse. You don't have any surgery. Why are you putting surgery on this man?
Why you
I'm saying,
talking?
like,
why
she
you
actually
talking
look
down?
good.
Why you talking down? Period.
She
Stop
look
fucking
good.
talking
Jamaican.
down.
Let me stop.
I was skipping leg day, but but if he came around, you'd be on his nuts real quick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of girls giving him props too. He has a nice body. I never noticed. So one girl said, "I know he be doing flips in the." Yeah, they be not bag turning into zaddy. So it is girls giving him props, but it's a lot of surgery comments in here.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Good.
But it's them same girls. Whereas though, if he came around, dropping on his nuts,
We know these type of
it's
girls.
crazy,
Mhm.
man. Fucking crazy, dog.
Yeah, black community. I got to get it together.
Got to
man.
get better, man. Got to do
That's why
better.
we fat as fuck. All right, TK, can we get that last clip so we can wrap up and get out of here? Fat ass community, big back ass race, big back ass nationality, big back ass melanin,
Everything.
big back ass
BBE, big back everything.
big back ass BBE is crazy. Big back everything.
I ask people who are really fit what they do for their workouts, and you're enormous. You mind if I ask what you do for your workouts?
Old school. I do chest tries one day,
Okay.
back bis another day, legs and shoulders separate. And I just added legs twice a week now.
What do you do for supplements?
I take 50 grams of protein before I work out,
Yeah.
50 after. I do creatine, branched chain aminos, and glutamine.
How long have you been doing that whole circuit for?
35 years.
How many hours a night do you sleep?
I sleep like shit.
If you had one piece of advice for people to get jacked,
The one thing is consistency. Can't miss.
are you a bodyguard for someone?
I drive some.
You drive. Okay. You mind if I ask how old you are?
61.
Come on.
Yeah.
I need to see your driver's license. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Come on, really?
February 20th, 1962.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for stopping. It's
Yeah,
Body
yeah.
by Mark
Nope.
on TikTok and Instagram.
There you go.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Bro, I love this clip so much because he said he's been doing the same habits for 35 years, right? People can't stick to shit for fucking 2 months, right?
35 minutes.
Fucking hey,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
People can't stick to the same shit, bro. Nah, real talk. The shit is fucking sad, bro. But it's like if you want to be fit for a long time, you have to carry on these same habits. And then another thing was his sleep. I get a lot of clients who miss sessions. Oh, I didn't sleep well. Da-da-da. Well, motherfucker, we're grown. If you want to grind, if you want to get better, guess what? You're not going to get fucking 7-8 hours of sleep every night if you want to be better at something. That's just part of the fucking game. Anybody successful, whether it's their fitness goals, relationship goals, financial goals, you're going to have some shitty nights where you're with sleeping, and you might have to stay up later to get some shit done. Especially if you have kids, you should understand that you're not going to wake up well rested every fucking day. So that's just the reality. But I'm glad that we got to see a guy 62 years old who doesn't look 62. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is 32 and look like that motherfucker. But no, honestly, it's great to see that. But you know, that's a great example for what fitness can do for you, how it can elevate your life, and how it can pay off later in life.
And that's a great clip that you selected for a number of reasons, right? As an older gentleman, obviously he looks the part, he looks in shape, he stays consistent with what he does, and as a result, you know, it clearly takes notice. People take notice, you know, to fit people, and as a result, the guy say, "Hey, man, like, what do? You look amazing, or you look jacked. How can somebody who, you know, wants to look like you, obviously at your age, or what are your routines, or what do you do to look how you do?" You know, and the guy was, like we mentioned before, willing to share what he does because, you know, why not? You know what I'm saying? He's already gotten to that point. Why not give out free game? You know, and he said, and the biggest thing that kind of resonated with me was just like, you know, how does somebody get jacked like you? Or how does somebody, you know, have the build that you have, right? And what he says is, you know, you got to stay consistent You know, you got to put the reps in. There's no dodging it. There's no getting around it. You know, in order to sustain the results or even get any type of results, you got to be consistent. That's the name of the game. You know, obviously there's more that it encompasses as far as nutrition, X, Y, Z, but you know, consistency is the biggest part of it all. In order to be consistent, you have to be disciplined as well. And both things that, you know, you need to practice. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that was an awesome clip. I like that clip.
Yeah, I definitely agree, but you know, just to kind of like add to that, I would say another thing that I want people to kind of make sure that they take from it is just like just remember like what he said that he does. You know what I'm saying? The simplicity of what he said is he does. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Simple
it comes
as
to
fuck.
yes, when it comes to fitness, man, I'm telling you, you know, a lot of you folks that are listening to this would not believe how simple your routine can be for you to get results. You
Talk
know
to
what I'm
him, Ray.
saying? Like I'm talking about like he's like bis and tries, you know what I'm saying? Chest and legs or shoulder and legs, like whatever he mentioned in the clip. But keeping your routine really simple. And then, like Toon said, Toon took from it the consistency, keeping your routine simple and being consistent with it. It's boring. I got it. For you folks that are not into fitness, it's super boring. I got it. But trust me when I tell you that consistency mixed with doing the same thing over and over again, all it allows for you to do is get stronger. It's like practice. Anything that you practice over and over again, you get better at, you get stronger at, and then you start to be able to get some adherence from your body. But if you're like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, see, Marty, we got to squat again. Oh, see, Marty, we got to deadlift again. That's boring. I don't like doing that. Listen,
Big joints.
squat,
Lazy
and deadlift or lunge consistently week after week after week after week, and watch what happens to your body. Watch how stronger you get.
But you know what? Squat and deadlift week after week after week. People don't realize those are hinge movements. We fucking hinge all day, every day. We sit down. We stand up.
Bend, twist.
Bend, twist. We go to the fucking car to sit down. We stand up.
We sit
Those
on the
are
toilet.
movements we do every day. If you do these fucking movements every day and you don't work to get better at it, you don't do it with pause. If you don't do it with load, pause. If you don't do it with like weight, you're going to get weaker over time. That's how people get osteoporosis. That's how people get hurt. That's how people have knee issues. That's how people have back problems.
Bad posture.
Fucking tendonitis. Exactly. Bad posture.
Scoliosis.
Yeah, well, that's a little different. Scoliosis a little different.
True.
But yeah, but you're right. I'm sure you can do it over, you know,
You can
causes
develop
over
it
time.
over time, yeah.
But yeah, those are movements people don't understand. So you know, constantly doing these, it's just going to help. It's just going to get better. And when you're 62, like that guy, you're gonna be looking good. You're gonna be looking bomb as
fuck.
fuck.
He's saying that he's done that. He's 62 and he's done those things that he's telling you he's done for years, and he looks the way he looks. That's the most important.
And 35 years. What's 62 minus 35? 27.
Math is not my strong suit.
Math ain't mathing right now. About 27. And I'm sure he didn't start at 27. He probably started before that. But a lot of y'all 27 and can't do shit.
Man.
A lot of y'all 27 and falling off.
Fell off.
Y'all 27 and going backwards. All right. So prime example right there. They're going to say, oh, he's white though. That has nothing to fucking do with it. There's plenty of black people in shape at 62. So yeah.
For sure,
bro. Yeah, man. Hey, this is a hell of an episode, man.
Great episode.
We was talking that shit.
Talking big shit.
We was talking a lot of shit.
A lot of folks need to hear this, man. Like I said, we're here to encourage you guys to get in the gym, get active, you know, and choose healthier decisions, make better lifestyle changes, and just get active, man. We live in a world where as though people are too comfortable, too complacent, and they fail to want to self-improve and get better, man. You always have a choice. You always have the option to work on yourself, improve, and get better. And you know, that decision is solely up to you. You know, guys like us are we're not trying to put you down by any means. You know, it's funny. It's all jokes and games, whoop-de-woo. But at the end of the day, the message above all things is, you know, get active, get fit, get healthier. And we're trying to, you know, perpetuate that fact. Yeah, we may joke, we may laugh, we may make light of things, but, you know, below the surface, we're just trying to encourage you guys to to live a healthier lifestyle because, you know, we actually care as trainers and as humans, and we want to see people do better at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, fellas, I appreciate y'all coming on.
Shout out to you, CMarty.
Yeah. Thanks
Hey
for having
man,
us
we
on.
here, bro. We got to keep talking, man. A lot of people appreciate this content.
Mhm.
So, hey, real quick, fellas, just tell them where they can find you on social media. If they didn't see last episode,
Go ahead,
Yeah.
do your thing, Ray.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Ray all day 24/7. And also I Can Live Fitness on Instagram. That's where you can find me.
Awesome. And first and foremost, thanks again to CMarty for another wonderful episode of the Less Brunches, More Crunches podcast. You know, you guys need to stay tuned. My guys, you know, doing a really positive thing for not only the Black community, but, you know, in the fitness environment overall. If you guys want to find me, you can find me on IG at Sweat for the Check, spelled how it sounds, Sweat for the Check. And on YouTube, you can find me at Sweat Check, one word. Thanks again, CMarty. Ray, you did amazing. CMarty, you did amazing. You know, another great episode. And you guys stay tuned, man. My guys dropping gems. You guys need to tap in for sure.
Yep.
hey, listen, appreciate y'all watching. You can follow my social media, CMartyFit. You can see it on the username, Instagram, TikTok. Go ahead, hit the follow button, subscribe to my page. And real quick, before we get out of here, you know I gotta hit y'all with some shit. If you cool with that belly and you don't like what we're saying, you don't have to watch this, right? If you cool with that weight gain and people don't recognize you, you don't have to watch this. If you cool with that big back, you don't have to watch this. And if you cool with smoking weed while you're working out,
While you're working
While you're working out is crazy.
like an idiot, and you want to argue with me, you don't have to watch this.
That is crazy.
So, listen, it's crazy. I got to argue that. But appreciate all of y'all watching. I love y'all. And listen, I'm going to catch y'all on the next episode. See y'all soon. We out. This is the best fitness podcast out.
Stamp it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment.